So the world is talking about AI and deep tech, and so are we. In the budget also today, there have been mentions of AI. In fact, almost all the AI-related schemes have found some increase in the allocation. To understand what this means and where this would take India's own AI foundation, I have with me my colleagues who are the subject matter experts in this, and also experts from outside. I'll begin by asking my colleague Momita to take us through what all has been announced when it comes to the artificial intelligence and deep tech in this budget.
So while I'm sure it is a tax relief which will grab the headlines, there has been tech in focus also this budget, and that starts with the fact that government has said that they are going to explore a fund of funds for deep tech. That is one. They have talked about a new fund of fund for startups. They have also said that there should be a national framework for GCCs, Global Capability Centers. Remember, India has done really well when it comes to GCC model here. A lot of Fortune 500 companies now operate from India, given the kind of engineering talent base that we have. So really lots of big takeaways on AI, on GCC and on tech in all. Startups, of course, are in focus as well.
So to be more precise here, if you remember, a lot of people have been talking about the Chinese DeepSeek. That was unveiled just a few days back, and it took the US companies by surprise. There have been a lot of clamor on why India cannot have its own AI foundation, and that is an announcement that in fact has been made a couple of days back itself. India is making its own AI foundation. But what does that mean? How important is that for us? I would request Prasun to take us through the importance of the AI and also connect the announcements that have been made in the budget with regards to these technologies today.
We already have an India AI mission, which is an overarching program that is driving the entire AI ecosystem. Now, to develop our own foundational model, we need to put every piece of the puzzle together. We need talents, we need compute power, and we need some capital to support that compute infrastructure in India. So, and the government in the budget has made significant allocation for India AI mission. It's around 11-fold up compared to the revised estimate. It's close to 2,000 crore for India AI mission. But for India AI mission, we also need to support it through development of our own indigenous chips. And for semiconductor projects also, government has increased the allocation to close to 7,000 crore. And also, if you see the user segment, which comes into the mobile phone segment, the adoption of AI is happening through the mobile devices. There also the government has increased allocation to close to 8,885 crore, which is significant allocation. Now, entire ecosystem needs to be built up. We are dependent on foreign technology as of now to use that compute power, but we need to be self-reliant. In that mission, government is going ahead. Also, to build up the talent, government has announced in the budget that there will be a center of excellence set up for AI with an allocation of rupees 500 crore, which means that government knows that there is a need for talent which can be connected with the computing power that government is harnessing through India AI mission.
And I would like to add here, we are just 2 days from Ashwini Vaishnav's announcement that he had made earlier this week, where he announced that India will have its own AI model. So something that would challenge the likes of ChatGPT. So I think we'll have to connect the dots here, look at the kind of firepower that we are now putting in through the budget, and really budget talks about the measures on AI. That is a big area of thrust. India has also allocated about 18,000 GPU computing. It's called the Common Compute Facility, which startups, researchers, developers can now leverage. The whole idea is for India to have its own sovereign model that is aligned to India data sets, that is aligned and synced with what Indians want. So if I can quote the minister, he said, it will be of India and for Indian citizens.
Right. So to take the importance of it forward, I would request Rumki Majumdar, who is the economist with Deloitte, to give our viewers the understanding of how the conversations around AI in this world, in the world that we are living in, are important. Rumki?
Yeah, thank you. We are in a race, to be honest here. given that AI is now going to change the way we do work, with the jobs, the workforce, clearly the government understands what AI can do. And right now what the government wants is that India also be in the race. Just as you mentioned, DeepSeek, and then again Alibaba, they mentioned that they are coming up with something which is even faster than DeepSeek. So this is a competition and we cannot be behind that race. So government has to understand that while AI is inevitable, how we can make sure that AI actually impacts the grassroots levels, how we can ensure that the people who the low skilled, medium skilled people also get benefited out of it. Because while we say high skilled people will have their jobs, but it's going to impact pretty much everyone, and that's why the ecosystem has to build in. And that's what the government is not in this budget, but it's doing several other initiatives to make sure AI its impact is felt on the society. It ensures that productivity and efficiency is improved in blue collar workers. It is ensuring that national security of India is taken care of through AI technologies. So it is looking at different parameters, and all this will come together only when India builds its infrastructure and ecosystem. And I think the measures that my other panelists didn't mention about will put these together and help India grow faster.
And I can just say one more thing here. I was talking to some startup founders, and they said, don't look at allocations purely in terms of the scale and volume of how big those investments are going to be, because really what DeepSeek has shown to the world is that a lot can be done with a lot less money.
Correct.
And lot less compute power. So I think that is that is something that is very, very encouraging for a lot of other countries, for Indian developers for sure, because there are Indian minds in some of the biggest tech firms globally. So the startup founders are really, really excited about this.
Correct. So that's exactly the point that a lot of people have been making, that India has the minds, India has the brains. It's just a matter of time when we will be seen in the race to this emerging technology, and we will actually have our own AI foundational model, which can make us stay ahead in this league. For now, thank you so much for connecting with us. We'll be back with more updates around the union budget.